penalty situation, baliwala yan. Kasi
Eh,
kahit
ano
anong
naman,
pilit
no?
mo sabihin, hindi naman kami dumadrive.
Penalty na sila. Ipasok na lang natin, no?
Wala eh.
Couple of misses as well, so couldn't take advantage of that situation. Was Owen Pamintuan, so lead will stay at 21, 43 to 22. Partilla. Zig. And he should have zagged. A bit of miscommunication there between him and Prince Mariano, causing a turnover. One of the rare ones para sa Taytay.
If you talk about zigging instead of zagging, pag backdoor talaga minsan mahirap yan. Kailangan nagkakaamuyan talaga kayo ng kakampi mo. Kasi yung pag-fake mo dun sa backdoor, mahirap basahin din.
Si Santos, now in double figures with 12. Siya talaga ang bumubuhat sa opensa dito ng Malabon.
Badly needed three-pointer. Top of the key at that. Nice kick out to Santos for the 3-ball.
And look at the activity on the defensive end as well para sa kanya. No? Trying to will his team here. Eh, ayaw mo rin naman na masyadong bumitaw ng malaki agad itong Taytay. You would want to make it more manageable heading to the second half.
And I'm gonna say it. A couple of stops here, a couple of makes there. Change the complexion of this ball game. Swing the momentum to your side.
Good cut from Santos. Adjusts mid-air. Another bucket. And if I'm not mistaken, this would be his 9th straight point. Kumbaga, lahat talaga ng puntos ng Malabon nanggagaling dito kay Sean Santos.
It's just him carrying the fight for Malabon and Coach Dan Macapagal today.
Another move brought to us, of course, by Pound for Pound Fitness. B-Liga ready. Ligang ready na talaga itong si Sean Santos. Babasa 15 ang kalamangan, 43 to 28.
13 points in the game for Sean Santos, averaging almost 9 points per game. So he is well above his average for today. Stepping up, etong si Sean.
Kung career night na ang meron, career afternoon ang meron to si Chester Mariano, gusto rin naman sumabay ni Sean Santos. Shot clock did not reset. It's down to 3 and a double dribble infraction will be called kontra kay Prince. Better defensive stop dito para sa NYBL Ballers.
Still there is that full court press para dito sa Taytay.
It's Pamintuan. Goes to Santos once again. Draws the contact. He just knows, no? Parang he has that knack to just find a way inside. Gonna take advantage of that, I would say, height mismatch kahit papano.
And you also have to take into consideration and admire the fact that he's got great footwork inside. Keeping his pivot foot planted, you know, pivoting, finding those creases, up fake, and then the step through to draw that foul on his defender.
2 of 2 once again para kay Sean Santos. Make that 17 now in the first half. So it's been the Chester and Sean show dito nga sa ating unang 17 minutes of action. Tendensya will call it out para sa Taytay. Go inside. Extra pass. Maybe a bit too unselfish in that instance. Yet another turnover para sa Taytay.
Good intentions. Escalante could have cut more to the basket. He would have been able to receive that pass.
Pamintuan nakatakas. Takes it all the way for 2.
Bawi si Owen. He missed those free throws earlier, but this time stepping on the gas. Finishing on that break.
10-0 run now para dito sa Malabon NYBL Ballers. They were down by 21 at one point dito sa ating second. A bump from Pamintuan.
Ayan na naman yung pinag-uusapan natin. Pag nakashoot sa kabila, yun ang foul.
It's the odds are in our favor dyan for sure.
This is the weirdest thing.
Baon pa yung gigil eh. Tendensya. Medina will be called for steps. medyo nagmamadali a bit dito yung Taytay, Coach Anton, no? After, I would say, a pristine type of execution in the first quarter and a half.
First 15 minutes, I was gonna say, they were just picture perfect, if you want to call it, but this time, medyo bit faltering on their offense.
Into one, will turn it over himself, a player ahead of the pack. This is Chester Mariano battling his way through for yet another two.
You gotta admire Chester Mariano. I have to commend how he just absorbs that contact just to be able to get some separation, to be able to get an angle to the basket. And when he gets it, that layup, he's gonna get the 2 points.
Finding an angle baka mo, Coach Anton. Hindi naman magpapahuli si Jarius Mark Del Rosario, one of the literally late entries para dito sa Malabon NYBLers, but immediately making an impact.
We'll see it there again. That spin cycle move. Again, the contact is there, but no problem for Mariano.
Sarap ng pakiramdam na yan, Coach Anton. Pagdating mo sa bench, oh, pasok ka na.
No?
Wala
na. Ready ka na. Tapos, walang kaproblema eh.
Wala nang resistance bands.
Parang alam ko kung sinong pinaparinggan mo dun sa resistance band na yun.
Chester Mariano. Another layup para sa kanya. This could be a junior MPBL record, I would say. So we see Sean Santos trying to keep up dito kay Chester Mariano. Already has 19, while Chester Mariano, I believe, already has 28.
There you go. That could be a record of sorts for Chester in this game.
I mean, Iris Chuo would probably say, check that. Check that. Katakutan called for a personal, and yun nga kanina pang penalty itong Taytay Hamaka Health Forum with Doc Atoie. So 2 free throws para kay Del Rosario. I like how Malabon has been able to kind of weather the storm nitong Taytay. Dahil 21 na inahabol nila kanina. Could have easily thought to yourself, na undermanned naman ako. I mean, may dalawang laro pa naman akong parating.
Could have just withered and gone away, but look at this. Down to just single digits. Itong just down to 9 points ang lamang ng Taytay.
Chester. This time checked by Pamintuan. Tendencia, he will fire. That's all. Rebound battle. It will stay with the blue shirts. 38 seconds remaining at the half as Taytay will call for some time. Still up by 9, 47 to 38. It's 47 to 38. Abante pa rin dito ang Taytay Hamaka with the Health Forum with Doc Atoie kontra the Malabon NYBL Ballers in this 18 under North Division matchup. Pulling the trigger, getting his own miss. Couple of misses para dito kay Cabales rather. Ahead of the pack. Blocked from behind but contact, says our officials. Couple of free throws coming up para dito kay Kayarian.
CN Dave Beavis just fresh off the bench, being attacked early by Malabon. He was the first big down to try and stop that transition offense kahit na malalim na dun. Nagawan pa rin ng paraan na maiangat.
Make this free throw number 15 and 16 para sa Malabon. So you did mention kanina, no, if you're the type of team that really couldn't take advantage of a penalty situation, certainly not the case for the NYBL Ballers.
Now it's the turn of Malabon to employ a full court press.
Katakutan. Mariano looking to hold for the last shot. Able to get the pick. Finds an opening once again. This time can finish with the left as well. 30 para kay Chester Mariano here at the half. The half-court heave. That won't fall for Del Rosario. And what a half it has been. Not just for Taytay, but specifically for Chester Mariano.
It has been the all Chester Mariano show for Taytay. On the other end, you got Del Rosario just fresh from entering the game. And here's that finish. Splitting two defenders. Changing hands in mid-air. Number 27. That's not number 23 that you're seeing. Chester Mariano for Taytay.
And at the half, it's 49-40. Abante ng Siyam ang Taytay. At the half, it's 49-40. The Malabon NYBL Ballers down by 9 kontra Taytay Hamaka held forum with Doc Atoie in this 18 under North Division matchup. 49-40. A couple of highlights before we break it down for you. High-scoring affair we're seeing so far behind the offense of Sean Santos para sa Malabon. And this kid, Chester Mariano naman, para sa Taytay. And ito nga, mga numero dito, Coach Anton. What stands out para sa'yo?
Hey, look, if you're looking at Taytay, their field goal percentage at 61%, etong Malabon at 53%. That's because of Chester Mariano. He has been shooting it hot. They have been doing a good job getting him that ball. They have not fallen in love with that three-pointer. Even if they did, they would still be able to knock them down. 5 out of 13, 1 out of 4 for Malabon. The rebounds going the way of Taytay. Again, those second chance opportunities, second chance points there for them. Assist department, 10-6. You see Taytay just moving the ball well. Both teams taking care of the leather. Only in single digits ang kanilang turnovers at 9 apiece.
Taytay nga, maaga umalago rito, leading by as much as 21. But an excellent response coming from the Malabon NYBL Ballers to make this just a 9-point advantage heading into our second half. And bago nga tayo mag-resume ng ating third period, a look at our fan of the game this time around, brought to us by True Tea Iced Tea, spotting someone in the crowd who's been cheering non-stop, full of energy, and bringing all the good vibes here in this game. And you know what they say, the coolest fan deserves the coolest iced tea. Congratulations to our fan of the game. You're getting a refreshing treat from True Tea Iced Tea, a no sugar added iced tea. Stay cool with True Tea Iced Tea. The goodness of iced tea without the sugar.
Ayun, favorite ni Philip yun.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And syempre, ito namang laro ni Chester Mariano, punong-puno ng tamis. Showing us that he can finish with those jellies, lefty layups, knocking down the three-pointers.
Yun, I was gonna say, doing it from the outside as well as the inside. Itong si Chester Mariano, katunggali naman niya para sa Malabon. Sean Santos, 19 points to his name.
Parang 19 nga, ang laki na niyan eh, no? Tapos biglang titignan mo yung production ni Chester Mariano.
30 pa pala.
30 pa pala. This time it's Prince against two defenders. That won't fall. Cabales, ayaw pa rin. Couple of sorry misses here para sa Taytay. They do get the ball back, but an offensive foul will be whistled, I believe, against Medina with an illegal pick.
Trying to get Prince Mariano that open lane inside after that steal.
Footwork pressure na naman ang bibitawan dito ng Taytay.
They're really not letting up, and rightfully so. This was once a 21-point deficit. Now just down to 9 with a chance to cut it down even further.
Del Rosario, now Kayarian. Shot clock at 8. Santos for another 3-ball. Sean Santos. Hindi magpapahuli rin talaga.
22 points for Sean Santos, opening it up here in the third for Malabon.
This is the closest that Malabon has been in quite some time.
15-9 was that lead that it got as low as back in the first.
Makakaagaw pa nga sila dito. Pamintuan to Del Rosario. Pinoy step. Santos for another bucket.
That Pinoy step, I even thought that pass was late. He could have given it up earlier, but dropped it off at the last time was Jairus Del Rosario to Sean Santos.
Kickball, itatawag. Almost another steal here para sa NYBL Ballers.
Here comes Malabon. Mukhang kumain ng pansit kaninang halftime. Full of energy.
May superpower.
Energy. Diba? Sarap yan,
pansit,
diba?
Oo,
pansit.
Totoo naman.
Sa Malabon.
Tendensya answers para sa Taytay off the spin cycle.
Putting his defender on a blender. Tendensya, strong drive to the basket, and then the bank shot.
Back to a 6-point lead now, 51-45. Del Rosario dancing with Cabales, zipping it inside to Santos for another bucket.
Weak side cut. Sean Santos catching his defender, looking at Del Rosario. Yun ang magiging, yun talaga ang nangyayari pag yung point guard mo has that ability to create and go inside.
Mariano, number of defenders shadowing him, missing on the scope. Chance na naman mababa ang kalamangan dito para sa Malabon. Kayarian through the lane, dropping it off. Santos once again, that time denied by Chester Mariano. Another block from Chester. 3 misses now para sa Malabon. Finally a whistle as Medina will be called for a foul.
4 chances for the side of Malabon. 3 offensive rebounds. You see the players just crashing the boards, getting those getting those extra possessions. And then that foul. Sabi sa'yo kumain ng pansit yan nung halftime.
Ang tanong na lang, ba't walang umabot sa atin dito? Meanwhile, abot muna natin kay CJ Ang for a report.
Thank you, Jaime. During that halftime huddle, Coach Mike said to his players that if you're given a play, always grab the opportunity dahil nandito kayo para lumaban. Be quick thinkers as Malabon will surely keep up to them in the second half. Malabon may be undermanned but Coach said that lalaban at lalaban yan kaya don't be complacent. Jaime and Coach Anton.
Maraming salamat muli, CJ Ang, for that report. And that's exactly what's happening dito sa ating third quarter na Malabon, yung sinasabi nating sense of urgency that the Taytay display to begin the ball game, sila naman ang nagte-turn on dito ng switch. And yun nga, dahil nakapagpansit.
Nakapagpansit kasi.
Let's not forget.
It's not about complacency. Don't get me wrong. Taytay is never complacent. It's just Malabon resilient in this ball game, just fighting back.
Tendencia. 2 seconds to shoot. Floats it up short. Gets his own miss. Medina, ayaw pa rin.
Three trips now for Taytay. Chester Mariano hasn't been able to get a shot.
Pamintuan couldn't get the bounce, but fighting for that offensive rebound and a putback is Maynard Soriano. So all systems firing para dito sa Malabon NYBL ballers. Baba na lang sa isa ang kalamangan dito ng Taytay. This kid has been fairly quiet to begin the third period, talking about Chester Mariano after scoring 30 in the first half.
Medyo pinalamig muna ni Coach. As the Marianos are gonna be sitting down. Konting ano lang yan, usap-usap.
Just like that, eto na, nakuha na ng... sorry, this is Tendencia knocking down the 3. I thought it was Malabon knocking down that 3-pointer. Kailangan para dito sa Taytay. Because Malabon is knocking at their door. Takbo dito ang Taytay. Tendencia na naman. Nakahanap ng puwang. Short on the layup as a loose ball foul will be called against Cabales.
Oh, fast Tendencia was. Go ahead and get that fast break. Just couldn't finish.
It's the third on Cabales. And the 13th foul as well para dito sa Taytay. Santos, tough shot. Still able to get it to fall. 28 para kay Sean.
This is a one-on-one match between Chester Mariano and Sean Santos. But Sean Santos waxing hot here in the third.
Short on the 3-point try was Cabales. Get it ahead to Del Rosario against Tendencia. Short. Takbo na naman ng Taytay. Tendencia will lead the break. Has a 3-on-2. Kick out. Stepping back. Salazar gets the rare 4-point play.
That pass came a bit late as well. Tendencia giving it up late, but still getting that shot to go. Look at that. Rare 4-point play opportunity we're going to be seeing from Jan Gian Salazar.
Kakapasok lang din ito, Coach Anton. No? So a player that kind of stayed ready, didn't play for the entirety of the first half, if I'm not mistaken. getting his first attempt to fall and a three-pointer as well. Technical foul pa nga itatawag dito kay Sean Santos because he didn't like the whistle.
Nope.
Has to be careful dahil, I mean, anybody can certainly say na siya yung pinaka-importanting pyesa para dito sa Malabon in this ball game. He has 28 of their 52 points.
And if, again, for Sean Santos, that's just his second personal foul. So he's in good, still in good shape. Couple of fouls here in the third.
Lead back up to 6, 58 to 52. Chance of defense now coming from the bench of Taytay. Santos. Ball is stolen. This is Prince Mariano immediately back in the ball game. But immediately turns it over as well. Babalik din dito agad si Chester Mariano. So, pinagpansit lang din ata sa bench itong dalawang Marianos.
Pwede. Tignan natin kung may gana at makapuntos itong si Chester after scoring 30 big points in the first half. Still scoreless for Chester.
Del Rosario pulling up for three. Off. Takbo. Muli ang Taytay. Salazar. Short on the layup. Del Castillo able to bounce it off a blue shirt. Babalik ang bola dito sa Malabon.
Smart play as he bounced it off Renz Victorino.
Del Rosario muli. Now pamintuan. Del Castillo asking for it as a foul is on the floor. A foul on the floor rather. This whistle. One on Salazar and that will put Taytay at the limit.
Owen Pamintuan was going to take it strong, wanting to split a couple of defenders. Getting a foul in the process.
Three-point try, knocking it down. This time splashing it is John Agoho.
Just clicking on all cylinders, John Ago after getting that solid pick from Maynard Soriano, knocking down that lefty three.
Mariano's pass wasn't deflected. But our officials saying that they would want to take another look. Two and 12 still left dito sa ating third quarter. Trying to take a look at who touched it last. Kung yung pasa ba ni Mariano got deflected or not. Chester Mariano was adamant na tinamaan nga daw.
Pass was too high for Chester Mariano on that drive and kick.
It would still be Malabon basketball. Opportunity once again to inch closer. Soriano. Short on the J. Pamintuan picks it up and takes full advantage.
Here in the third, 17-9 run para dito sa Malabon. Just really doing a great job here to come back from that 21-point deficit.
Under 2 minutes to play dito sa ating third quarter. We go to the corner. Del Rosario almost coming up with that steal. Very disruptive on the defensive end itong si Del Rosario.
You gotta love the energy. It's from the Pansit Malabon, of course.
Iba talaga yung epekto niyan.
iba talaga yung pansit. Actually, that's one of my favorite na pansit, yung Pansit Malabon. Gusto ko yan.
Well, the Quezon Junior Huskers might also have a case.
Ayun.
Mga pansit lukban.
Lokban. Akala ko mais. Husker. Mais ba? Mais ang kinakain.
Maize. Prince Mariano overshoots. Medyo nanlalamig ang opensa dito ng Taytay. Pamintuan. A chance for them to take the lead for the first time in a long time. And ito na nga. Malabon NYBL ballers now up by 1, 59-58.
Picture perfect fast break. Maynard Soriano finishing with the left.
55 seconds remaining. Tendencia. Now Prince. Hand check. Called against Del Rosario. That will also put them at the limit. For Del Rosario, that's just his first foul. Chester through the lane, drops it off. Nahanap niya pa rin yung kanyang rhythm dito sa ating second half.
Tried to drop it off to Perez. Bit too tight, no spacing on that one.
And that's one way to kind of get yourself back into that scoring rhythm.
There is that thing, that psychological effect when those players or when players see that ball go through that hoop. Whether it's a free throw or kahit yung pag dead ball, yung nagsushooting, di ba? Kaya nga nakikita natin, pinapalpal eh. Ayaw makita kasi. Knocking down the first of a couple is Chester Mariano.
2 out of 2 for his first 2 points here in the second half. And we're highlighting that simply because of the fact na 30 ba naman?
30 ang ginawa. Parang laro, ano mo na yun eh. Total mo na yan sa either dalawang laro.
Dalawang torneo na sa akin yan. Ooh, Del Castillo would escape everything but the bucket. Sorry, miss. We run to the other end. Good tip-in. And eto na nga, ginaganahan na ulit si Chester Mariano.
Nagpansit.
Nagpansit nga.
Nagpansit.
34 now para kay Chester Mariano. Malabon could hold for virtually the last shot, but kung mahanap mo naman si Del Castillo, libreng-libre sa ilalim, why not?
What a pass, Sean Santos under the rest with that pressure from Chester Mariano, finding his teammate underneath.
4th assist para dito kay Sean Santos. If this goes in, I mean, I don't know, I don't mind if wala ng oras, but it's kind of the afternoon that Sean Santos has had for himself as well. Malabon took the lead momentarily by 1 point, 59-58, but it would be Taytay taking with them a 1-point advantage heading into the 4th as we look at some highlights brought to us by Chef's Magic.
That time Sean Santos from Del Rosario, but the spin cycle putting his defender on a blender for the 2 points, and here's that play under the rest. Finding Del Castillo was Santos underneath for the deuce.
Final quarter coming right up. It's a 1-point advantage para sa Taytay Hamaka Health Forum with Doc Atoie. Look at the lucky fan. Mamwawagi na naman ang ating Chef's Magic Condiments. Quarter scene stealer brought to us by our major sponsor, Chef's Magic. From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts, and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. Quite a magical ball game we're seeing dito, Coach Anton. No? At one point, we actually thought maagang bibitaw itong Taytay. But Malabon has done a great job. Not just na maibaba yung kalamangan, but even taking the lead momentarily in that 3rd quarter.
But Chester Mariano medyo uminit ulit, no? Pagkatapos niyang ilabas ng bahagya silang dalawa ni Prince.
This is the game within the game. Chester Mariano, 34 points, and Sean Santos, 28 for himself naman. No other player has actually scored double figures for either team.
No? They're lording it over. Talking about Chester Mariano and Sean Santos.
It's Chester once again. Loses the leather. Del Castillo able to get it to Pinero. Soriano bibit-bit. Kumalug palabas. Battle for the loose ball. That's a loose ball foul. Or it will stay rather. with the NYBL ballers.
That was a sorry miss for Maynard. Bumit-bit. Medyo maaga yung takeoff. And again, we always say this as coaches, use the board. Use the board.
Kumbaga yung probability na pumasok tumataas. Nice steal here para kay Cabales. Sidestepping his way through and will be rewarded with 2 free throws.
Holding on to his right forearm is Cabales. Yun ang natapik.
Tingnan mo naman yung build nito ni Cabales din, Coach Anton. Parang 18
Siksik
under.
Siksik.
Bato-bato.
Oo, bato-bato. Ito yung leeg, parang boksingero.
Maybe a bit too much in that instance. Missing on his first. Free throw so far. The first miss actually para sa Taytay.
How do you like that? For a free throw percentage, talking about Taytay.
11 out of 12 from the line is Taytay. Malabon naman is 12 out of 18. And as close the ball game we're seeing, Coach Anton, talagang ito yung mga free throws na pwede ka talagang balikan at the end of the ball game.
This is where every point counts, every possession matters.
Reminder lang once again, where both these teams are in terms of our team standings sa ating North Division, as we see an 8-second backcourt violation called against Malabon, who are in the 7th spot sa ating team standings, while Taytay is at the 9th. With
you want to avoid, you want to avoid that. You want to avoid the 10, 9, and 8 kasi play-in yan eh.
Wala pang kasiguruhan. That was Kylian Perez getting his first 2 of the ball game. Scramble once again as a foul will be whistled. It will be against Cabales. Make that his 4th now.
Tried to take that ball away, get that possession to their side.
Iupo muna dito si Cabales. Still 16 to work with para sa Malabon. Foul away from the basketball as Katakutan and Pamintuan.
That's 1 free throw. That should be 1 free throw. Ano yun? Foul away from the ball.
So things getting a bit more physical, I would say.
You're looking at you're looking at John Agoho. Kakainitan sila doon.
Sean Santos, wala namang problema. Ako, cool na cool lang.
Hindi, mainit lang ako.
Mainit
pero
lang
not
ako.
under the collar. Not under the collar, just waxing hot.
Pass stolen by Pamintuan. Challenges the defense of Katakutan. Good defense once more para kay Chester Mariano. However, stepping on that baseline was Malabon. So babalik muli ang bola dito sa Taytay.
Kaya riyan missing on that, I wouldn't say it's a gimme, but that transition offense para dito sa Malabon. Yun yung mga panghihinayang mo if you're Coach Dan Macapagal.
Chester Mariano. Through the middle. Sidestepping his way through. Maybe a bit too deep. Pamintuan. Siya naman ang magpapakita ng sidestep and gets it to trickle in.
At the last minute, evading the defense, was waiting for him to go strong on that left. Pero yun nga, na-Euro-stepan sila.
We're tied at 65. Pull up para kay Prince. Knocks it down.
Another Mariano. Hindi na si Chester. 11 points in the game. Second player in double figures para dito sa Taytay.
And this could be the moment para kay Prince naman to kind of give his own production. Try to relieve some of the pressure na meron itong si Chester for the entirety of this ball game. Del Castillo. Si Struga. He will try for 3. That's all. Battle for the board. Picked up by Del Castillo. Stolen by Salazar. Chester Mariano lilipad and gets the layup to fall.
Just using the board really well. He knows where to put it exactly for that ball to bounce in.
Chester now has 36. The pull-up from Pamintuan will make this a 2-point ball game once again, 69-67.
Ayun naman ang nakikita mo. If they're attacking, getting those layups, you've got Owen Pamintuan with that midi.
A bit careless in that instance was Taytay. Hindi nagkatinginan.
It was Perez, miscommunication between Tendencia.
They go to Santos. It's the pick from Kayarian. Pulling up for 3. That time too strong.
The high ball screen, he was wide open. Just couldn't knock it down.
Mariano draws the contact. Just understands na, nga, bato mo na lang yan. 2 free throws. Parating para sa'yo.
The moment he heard that whistle, ayun na nga. Threw that up.
That's the second team foul para dito sa Malabon. Both teams just have 2 with 5 and 59 remaining in this ball game.
Good on the first. So still impeccable free throw shooting para dito sa Taytay. They are at the 90%.
2 of 2.
Higher, 93% now from the free throw area.
Medina, good interception. Taytay will reset. Mariano though from way downtown.
Why not?
Tamang heat check lang.
Ano lang, testing lang, coach.
Eh, kung may lisensya ka talagang makukuha eh. Talaga na maibibigay sa'yo the way you're playing. Pamintuan weaving his way through. Just couldn't get the layup to fall. Good strip by Tendencia. Kick out. Salazar was expected to be in the corner by Tendencia. Yan, tinuturo sa kanya dito. Midwayne.
Yun yung mga panghihinayangan mo din, no? Those types of possessions, they were right there.
Yan naman ang babawi. Gusto mong makita dito kay Dwayne Tendencia. Lead up to 6 once more, 73-67. Pamintuan loses the leather. Salazar bounces it. Getting the contact was Prince Mariano. Parang inambangan talaga niya yung defender.
He was waiting to see what the defense was going to do, how it was going to react. Got a foul from Jairus Del Rosario, who tried to stop that transition offense for Taytay. Got a timeout for Taytay.
For resume our fourth quarter of action, highlighting once again a fan na magwawagi nating Chef's Magic Condiments. From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. Mariano, 1 out of 2. But now a 3-possession ball game, 74-67. Malabon's turn to get a bit cold in terms of their offense. Hayarian. Pamintuan, athletic attempt. Just couldn't get it to fall. And babalik ang bola dito sa Taytay.
could not corral that offensive rebound. That was Maynard Soriano. But again, at an athletic drive, not settling for those three-pointers, taking it a couple of possessions at a time, etong Malabon.
Floater is short para kay Salazar. This is Del Rosario. Another Pinoy step. Look at the adjustment. Almost an end one. But instead, we'll have to earn it from the stripe.
Full speed, and then you go Pinoy step. What a joy to be 18 years old again. It's all I can say. The degree of difficulty on that move.
Parang yung gears that he can go to, no? Parang nakakinta ka. And then drawing a Pinoy step, parang hindi ka na nga kumuha.
Second gear ka kagad.
Second gear ka kagad.
Just to throw off the defender.
1 out of 2 though para kay Del Rosario. Lead down to 6 once more, 74-68. Approaching the 4-minute mark dito sa ating final quarter. Tendencia. Soriano will switch on him. Looking to dance. Pulls up for 3. And gets it to fall.
What a big-time bucket for Dwayne.
Well, with a name like Dwayne, alam mo pa fourth quarter. Talagang pupukpok na talaga tong batang to. Santos will head to the line for 2 free throws. Foul will be called kontra kay Salazar. This is one player that we're also observed, no? Medyo naging tahimik din dito sa ating fourth. As we see this 3-ball once more para kay Dwayne. The flash. Tendencia.
And when you think about it, he had Maynard Soriano off of that switch. And I wouldn't say common sense, but you would normally see a smaller player attack that bigger player and try to exploit or take advantage of that defense. But that time, nakasag masyado. Sabi niya, okay, I'll just pull up.
3:36 remaining dito sa ating ball game. We have a timeout called by Taytay. Sean Santos and the rest of the Malabon NYBL ballers trying to mount yet another comeback. Down by 7, 77-70. Just 3.5 left dito sa ating ball game. Chester Mariano says, let's slow it down. Protecting this 7-point lead. This is Prince. Shot too strong, but there to clean it up is Perez para sa Taytay. Balik sa Siya, minahabol dito ng Malabon, 79-70. They go to Santos once again, attacking baseline. Layup too strong. Tendencia will draw the contact kontra kay Pamintuan. That will put Malabon at the limit. No free throws just yet.
Look, you gotta like the patience. You gotta commend the patience of Sean Santos not falling in love with that three-pointer. But if you get that close, you gotta make sure that you're gonna knock down your layup or make your layup.
Taytay now looking to milk as much clock as they could. Mariano. His drop pass, stolen away. Pass ahead, Garyarian. Finger roll. Baba sa 7 kalamangan, but kailangan na rin magmadali dito ng Malabon. Time no longer on their side. Sila 3-possession ball game. That's a steal they were looking for, but Tendencia with a counter steal. Pulling a 3-ball is Prince. And a loose ball foul, itatawag dito. Kontra sa Taytay, I believe. Yun na nga, Perez ang matatawagan. Double black eye pa nga dahil may iniinda siya dito, and he will be called for his 5th and final foul.
May have gotten hit on that rebound battle underneath that rebound play.
Free throws nga yan para kay Maynard Soriano. So, exactly what the doctor ordered. If ikaw ang Malabon, clock is stopped. Chance for you to inch closer.
Golden opportunity to try and cut this deficit. Now it's down to 6. Try to get it down to 5 points.
Maynard Soriano so far, 6 points to go with 4 rebounds. Second free throw won't fall, but Soriano! Walang nag-box out sa shooter. The lead is down to 4, 79-75. Exactly 2 minutes left. Dito nga sa ating Divine Light Academy in Las Piñas City. Prince Mariano kontra Sean Santos. Gets the ball back from Medina. Para for the loose ball. Babalik kay Prince. As the shot clock will expire para dito sa Taytay. That's the stop you're looking for para sa NYBL ballers. A minute and 45 to play. Both teams now in the penalty. With Del Rosario calling the shots para sa NYBL ballers. Eye-to-eye with Chester Mariano. Penetrates. Trying to draw the whistle. None given.
There was some contact, but not enough to give that advantage to the defense. That's why no whistle by our officials on that drive by Del Rosario.
This is Prince Mariano, just 8 to work with. Kick out. Medina will try. That's all. Big rebound para kay Chester Mariano. And he gets his 40th point of the ball game. And more importantly, upping this lead to 6, 81-75. Pamintuan. Very unselfish. Able to set up Sean Santos. Will head back to the line for 2.
Driving, drawing the defense, and you like what Sean Santos did. He went and cut to the basket. Sinabayan niya dun yung pag-atake ni Owen. Getting that drop pass, so it's a drive and drop play for Malabon. Getting a foul in the process. 33 points for Sean Santos.
What a battle for these two, no? Chester Mariano and Sean Santos. 2 out of 2 once more para kay Sean. Back to a 4-point ball game. This time it's Malabon's turn to call for a timeout with 54.4 left here in this game. Back with the last 54.4 seconds dito sa ating ball game. Taytay still holding this 4-point lead kontra Malabon. The pressure almost coming up with a steal. Tendencia able to get it ahead to Prince Mariano but stolen by Del Rosario. This is Kayarian losing the leather. Tendensya. 35 seconds left. No need to foul if ikaw ang Malabon. Offensive foul will be called against Dwayne Tendensya, warding off Del Rosario in that instance. It's a big development here. Take another look. Oh. The referee had a perfect angle. Del Rosario will have to take a seat. Would be Malabon basketball with 30.5 left here in this game. Have to trigger it quickly. It's Pamintuan. Looking for Santos. They get the ball to Sean. Santos decides to pull up. Short. Long rebound. Picked up by Agoho. His three won't fall. Rebound. Chester Mariano once again. But shoe size just a bit too big. Kita mo yung pangihinayang dito because that rebound would have all but secured it para sa Taytay. Timeout nga muli dito ang Malabon. Still down by 4. Looking to execute with 9.7 seconds remaining. What would you look for dito, Coach Anton, if ikaw ang NYBL ballers?
Look for the three-pointer. Quick 3, quick 2. If it's available, foul. Play the foul game. That's as best as you can get.
Well, three-pointer so far para sa Malabon hasn't been quite working dito sa ating second half. 3 out of 12 to be exact.
Try to get an elevator play for Sean Santos. Get him free either at the corner or again, like what I mentioned, a quick 2 and then a foul. Play the foul game if you're Malabon and Coach Don Macapagal.
This would be Pinero triggering it from the baseline. Go outside, Soriano. Pamintuan for 3. That's short. Chester Mariano snatches it for what would be the winning rebound here para sa Taytay as the time will expire. Victory para dito sa Taytay Hamaka held forum with Doc Atoie. Malabon tried to fight through. Took the lead in that third period, Coach Anton. But Taytay did a great job. I think na talagang hindi nila hinayaan tuluyang ma-overcome yung kanilang kalamangan.
Just too much of a lead. 21-point lead para dito sa Taytay early. They did try to overhaul it like what you mentioned in the third quarter. Got that lead. But again, it's just too difficult. No? Pagka ang inahabol mo, ganong kalaki for the side of Malabon and Coach Dan Macapagal.
Importanteng panalo rin to para sa Taytay as they try to find a way out of the bottom of the cellar sa ating team standings. Standing 9th prior the ball game and may hila din nila pababa. Itong Malabon who was at 7th entering this ball game because we were talking about how you would want to avoid either the 8th, 9th, or 10th spot. And all but secure yung playoffs mo if you are to secure that 7th position heading into the playoffs.
Malabon is gonna go down to 5-5, even or sorry, not 5-5, 4-6. Ang Taytay naman aakyat din 4-6. Tabla-tabla sila ngayon.
As always, we're just waiting on some post-game awards. We have 3. Ang ating Chef's Magic Best Player of the Game, the Hustle Club Defensive Player of the Game, and ang ating Don Benitos Assist Man of the Game. So hindi lang naman na yung panalo ang may uuwi dito ng mga ating mga players. Also Chef's Magic Condiments, ang ating pambansang kasava, and of course a voucher para sa ating The Hustle Club.
Yun.
merch
Para
na
sa
parating
mga
nasa venue natin.
para sa mga fit ng ano, si Daphne parang ilan
Yan.
na
Model
Hustle
ng
Club
The
niya.
Hustle Club
Oo,
yan.
ano yan si Daphne. Who is also here in the South pero nandun sa South Mall.
South Mall.
Yun, no? So,
We also have
pwedeng kayo manood
8
dun.
games dyan sa South Mall.
Ayun.
And ito na nga, ready na ang ating Chef's Magic Player of the Game kasama ni CJ Ann.
Kasama ko na nga ngayon ang ating Chef's Magic Player of the Game, Chester Mariano. Chester, you scored half of the overall score ng inyong koponan. Paano mo ginawa yun?
Unang-una po, nakinig lang po ako sa advice ni coach na may go signal na po on drive. Yun po, ginawa ko po yung kumpiyansa, kinuha ko po yung kumpiyansa ko po. Tapos ayun po, ginawa ko po drive lang po ng drive na may go signal ni coach. Tapos nakinig lang po ako sa team play po namin para po magawa po lahat yun.
Chester, sino yung mga gusto mong batiyan at pasalamatan?
Shoutout ko po yung si Doc Atoie sa opportunity na kapaglarong to, kay Mayor Alan, tapos sa RC sa aming mga jersey namin, at kay Lord sa panalo, at sa pamilya ko po, tsaka sa G-Eats. Yun lang po.
Thank you and congratulations, Chester. Get to know our Hustle Club defensive player at ang ating Don Benito's assist man as I turn you over to Jaime and Coach Anton.
Thank you, CJ. Congratulations once again, Chester Mariano, our Chef's Magic Player of the Game. Kyle Cabales naman ang ating ihirangin the Hustle Club Defensive Player of the Game. 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 4 steals for the young man from Taytay. And ang ating huling post-game award would be our Don Benito's Assist Man of the Game. It's Owen Pamintuan with 6 dimes despite the loss. And that will now be a wrap para sa ating 18 under North Division matchup between Malabon and Taytay. The 14 under Division matchup naman ang paparating. Magpapaalam lang kami saglit ni Coach Anton. More of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL when we return.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, Liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.